Listener discretion is advised.
Sharon is
innocent.
sloppy bananas.
Oh, no.
Like, I hate her, and I'm so entertained by how bonks she is.
She's a real Housewives of Homicide.
It's so... This is barely scratching the surface. We have so much more.
I mean,
So
I've
Walter
met a lot of
reported-
Sharons, and they're almost all lunatics.
Except for Scott's little sister, who
Not
is
Scott's
like...
little sister, but like
Very generous.
my
So-
backyard neighbor's name is Sharon. She's also a lunatic. Just saying.
I don't think she can hear you, so, like, let it out.
She's also crazy.
Most
I doubt
Sharons
she's
are
listening to this show.
She is fucking nuts. y'all.
Sharon, if
either-
you're listening,
you're
can
either
you
a
fucking
doctor-
cool it a little bit?
They're a doctor, a teacher, or a fucking lunatic. Those are all the Sharons that I've ever met.
Doctor, teacher, total loon.
Total loony. Speaking
Oh my
from
god!
personal,
Hashtag not all Sharons, obviously.
Speaking
But
from
I'm gonna move on
personal.
now. So Walter reported his wife missing, but immediately suspected Sharon, and witnesses had even seen Patricia get into Sharon's iconic Thunderbird. So like she's flying under the radar with that fucking car.
Which
So
I'm
Walter
assuming is red
confronted-
or yellow.
Walter confronted Sharon, demanding to know if she knew anything about Patricia's whereabouts, with some reports even saying he held either like a pocket knife or like a car key to her neck
So
for like
Walter's
dramatic
also
effect.
a dick, but he thinks his wife is dead because she
Yeah.
is.
Because she is. But so Sharon simply replied, no, and even took part in the search effort to find Patricia
That's a red flag.
in and around
Never
Kansas
take
City.
part in a search effort.
Oh, you know what else is a red flag? What happens
a
next?
yellow car.
A Thunderbird of any color. A Thunderbird of a feather flock
You know, it's
together.
a red
Murdering
flag.
your husband.
A yellow sports car.
So, Sharon calls her previous lover, John Cheez-Its, Bolditz,
Jesus.
to
Oh, I
come
forgot
pick
about
her
the
up
Cheez-Its.
and go looking for Patricia.
No.
Lo and behold, they found her body in a secluded area about an hour outside of Independence. They stumbled right upon her.
Boy, just tripped right over.
Wow.
Just the
And-
two of them.
An hour outside.
Yeah.
Wow.
John later testified that Sharon suggested they look in this area and that he was familiar with the area too because the two of them had had like lovers lane encounters there themselves. So it's like secluded. They would go parking there
Yeah.
when she was cheating with
So
on
Sharon
him with
fucking knew about it.
Mm-hmm. So Patricia's body was found there. She had been shot 4 times with a .22 caliber pistol, which is a gun that Sharon would be quite familiar with because that's what James was killed by. And it wasn't the exact same gun that killed her husband because that gun had been permanently like confiscated by police and never returned, even though she had asked for it back. And they were like, no.
It's evidence.
It's
in a
evidence. You can't have it.
No.
Well, it was ruled an accidental homicide.
Whatever.
So, but either way, it was like,
Still,
no.
no. The cops aren't just going to be like,
Um,
here's your gun. Bye.
Yeah, that's not a thing that
Here's
happens.
your gun. We shined it up for you.
Yeah.
Spruce it up.
So Sharon, Walter, the car salesman, and now John, the ex-high school lover, are now all 3 main suspects in this case and immediately brought in for questioning. So Walter and John disclosed their intimate relationships with Sharon immediately. They took lie detector tests. They provided alibis for the estimated time of death. And like they checked out. So the spotlight was definitely on Sharon, but they were missing a key piece of evidence, the actual murder weapon, like the actual gun. So in a classic, it was the 60s moment, investigators deployed a volunteer group of Boy Scouts to the crime scene to search for casings and the murder weapon.
And sell holiday wreaths.
What badge is that for?
what troop of Boy Scouts would be
A
like,
group of
we
Boy
volunteer
Scouts.
to search for a body and all evidence?
Well, no, the body's already gone, but they're just
Okay, well, the
searching around the
evidence-
crime scene for evidence,
No,
like
no.
shell
I was-
casings.
No.
I was strong-armed into being part of the Girl Scouts for many a moon.
So what
And
badge
this
is criminal
this is-
evidence
This
discovery?
is the only reason I would have done it. We never got to do this
I
in
know.
brownies.
this is 1,000% something that my weirdo troop would have done,
Well,
Your weirdo
I'm-
troop led by your weirdo mother.
led by my mother.
We're okay, girls.
She
Today
would've-
we're going casing hunting.
We went to a lesbian goat farm.
Oh yeah, gotta have a well-rounded exposure.
Yeah.
You had a day
So-
of role playing at Murphy's Landing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We would have done this 1,000%.
So the Boy Scouts successfully find 22 caliber casings consistent with Patricia's wounds, but they still couldn't find a gun. Investigators dragged nearby bodies of water. They searched through nearby buildings, like all over, far and wide, all over the place. They couldn't.
You
find
know
it.
what? I gotta say, just circling back, I actually love the fact that they employed a local Boy Scouts group for this because
I love it too.
It's great.
like, you know, metal
notes.
detection, like looking
It's
for
the least
tracks.
problematic part
Part of this whole
the Boy
thing.
Scouts.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really like all-encompassing education at that point.
I love it.
I'm actually fully on board with it.
Oh, yeah.
100% in support.
There should be a
Yes.
forensics investigation patch for Boy Scouts. Badge.
I'm hoping that that's the
Googling
patch.
it.
Yes.
You get on that.
Okay.
So, a statement from a coworker of Sharon's built enough of a case against Sharon, though like the evidence was still considered circumstantial, to at least make an arrest. So this coworker claimed that Sharon had instructed him to secretly purchase a .22 caliber pistol for her that would not be registered to her name before. I don't remember the timeline. It was like obviously everything happened really quickly after her husband was quote unquote accidentally killed by their 2-year-old daughter. She buys the Thunderbird. She's with the car salesman. It's like, what, 3 months when he's like, we're breaking up, and she's like, I'm pregnant, and he's like, no, and she's like,
No.
I'm gonna kill your wife. So it was like bang, bang, bang. So at some point in the middle, the gun had been confiscated, and she asks her coworker to get her a gun, and he fucking does it.
No. If somebody
he bought
asks
her
you
a
for a gun, no.
Hard no.
Also, there is a forensics badge with Boy Scouts.
Oh, good.
Ooh,
well, there
you
you go.
sent the
Now we know.
link.
Sent the link. Okay.
Thank God. So when Sharon was questioned about this gun, she did confirm its existence, but claimed the gun had been last during a trip to Washington State.
Convenient.
So Sharon was officially arraigned on July 11th, 1960, and was first denied bail, but plot twist, she actually was pregnant.
What?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Did not see that coming.
Neither did I when I was researching this.
Damn.
I was like, what? Well, I sure hope you liked that clip. If you did like that clip, make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube channel, leaving us a nice review, and joining us on Patreon for even more video content, audio content, salacious content all around. Come join us. Treat yourself.